Tonight we watch Trick or Treat.
Alright. Halloween! What he said. We're back with day 31, Halloween. Last day.
Halloween of the body.
Aside from being my favorite holiday, this is the end of the marathon. And I don't know if we saved the best for last or not, but tonight we watch Trick or Treat.
Yay!
It's the movie. I'll start with you, because this was the last of your recommendations. So what did you think? Acting-wise.
Acting's great. I love the acting. I love all the actors they got. They got some, some big-name celebrities, some smaller celebrities, and a whole bunch of everybody in between, but they're all fantastic actors. And they made the stories come alive.
Yeah, I will say... Yeah, I had no idea what to expect. I knew nothing about the movie, didn't know who was in it, none of that, but, yeah, it was well done. Was this a big budget at the time it came out? So I'm surprised, like, for the caliber, just some of the celebrities.
I think it was like crazy big. That wasn't crazy big budget, no.
I mean, yeah, they did get a lot of good actors. Like you said, there are some recognizable names, some not as much, but yeah, very well done. The effects, I wasn't as impressed. Like, a lot of the atmosphere and some of that stuff was really cool, but like the animatronics and the werewolves were just stupid.
A little cheesy, but I gotta give them points for all being practical instead of CG.
Yes, I will say that, and also
whoa!
The bit where they did
check out those credits.
The bit where they did the thing that no.
The bit where they did the thing
from Addams Family, the hand that walks by itself, the thing.
Oh,
that didn't work. Right, thing? Yeah, that's what it's called, thing.
Cousin, it's the thing with the hair, and the thing is with the hand.
Yeah. That didn't do it for me at all. That looked really cheesy, and the werewolves looked cheesy.
The werewolves did look cheesy, I'll give you that one.
But, the little kid with the head thing, when they expose his head, looks awesome.
Sam, yeah.
A lot of the masks in here look great. His mask looked good. All the kids on the bus looked really good. That paper bag one really blew me away, because
that was like a magazine cutout of a
yes, but it was just
creepy.
It was too big. And then the way it was shaped, and then the hair in the corner, it looked like the head was somehow a square in that bag. Like,
yeah, it's very.
I don't know. The mask was really well done.
Like a wire rig that just went down.
Yeah,
it's very cool. All those.
It was, and yeah, the rest were actually really good too. It reminded me of like Frank and Donnie Darko, like the really creepy bunny mask thing. It was that kind of caliber thing. It looked really good. So aside from a couple cheesy animatronics, the rest looked great. Mm-hmm. And then all the different jack-o'-lanterns and the overall atmosphere of the whole thing. I think the best part of the whole movie, though, and I'm sure you'll agree, is the story.
Oh, yeah.
Or stories, actually.
Stories.
At first, I was going to say it reminded me of VHS, in that it had multiple stories.
No. Keep going. You talk.
It had multiple stories, and at first I thought, it was going to do this one, this one, this one, but then it kept tying them all in, which was really cool, because it kept you wondering the whole time.
I don't want to see no credits.
Where it was going to go next, and like how it was going to tie it up. And every time you thought you knew which way it was going, will you sit the fuck down?
I can't. I don't want to see the credits. I don't want to see the
square.
Square. I can never remember. It's like pushing stars.
Every time you think you know what's going to happen, though, in the movie, it changes, and the opposite happens.
Yeah.
And it keeps you guessing the whole time.
You're very good with clues and figuring things out. Did you have any idea about any of it? Did you have any?
For most of it, no. It kept you guessing for a lot of the things going on here. Like, I didn't know the old man was the bus driver, didn't know the girls were going to be the werewolves or whatever they were. I didn't know that the one vampire dude was the principal there. Like, yeah, they kept you guessing and kept a lot of surprises going.
Did you think Mr. Wilkins, Principal Wilkins, did you think he was going to kill his son? Was that a surprise or no?
That one not as much. That one I figured they wouldn't do it. I'm like, I think that would be too obvious. I mean, for the first couple minutes of the movie to set him up so quickly as the killer and to be killing his son, I'm like, I don't. It doesn't seem right. That one didn't get me. Most of the rest, though, were... it was very well done. This is actually... Yeah, this was a really good story. This is probably the most non-predictable movie we've seen so far this month.
Yay.
So I'll definitely give it that. It's original story, very good story, and I do like how it does the separate thing. Like, that's one of my favorite bits of VHS. I love that movie, and that's because it's all the separate individual little stories.
Mm-hmm. It makes it worth
But
watching,
they don't even tie them together. They just throw a bunch of good little stories at you. This throws all the separate stories and then ties them in and intermingles the whole thing.
I was gonna say that's my favorite part.
And even the last bit of the movie is that same scene from the intro, but now you know who all the characters are and you can put it all together.
Yeah. My favorite part of the movie. I mean, the whole thing is great, but my favorite part of the movie is how. Not just transitionally between stories, they tie them together, but during the stories, like when the kids were at the ravine off in the distance, they heard the werewolves, and the next thing you see, the next story is the werewolves, and in the beginning, Mr. Wilkins, killing the kids, you see his neighbor, the old man, and how he gets attacked, and you're like, what the hell was that? And then they go back later in the movie and show that. It's like the way they tie it all together, not just transitionally.
At the end, his son dressed up like him with the same costume, same blood stain even.
Yeah.
Just all the little things that tie all the different stories together.
Fantastic.
Definitely, yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
I can't say it's scary, though.
Oh, no.
It's just...
No.
I didn't think I'd get one this year. I never do. I wasn't planning on it. I always hope. I want one that's really just going to be truly scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's always the goal, is to find something unsettling where I sleep at night and I'm like, oh my god! But it hasn't happened. I don't see it happening. But that aside, amazingly good movie. Like, very, very good. I want to say 8.5. Like, I don't necessarily want to go as high as, like, Mama or Darkness Falls or some of those, because those were just incredibly well done, and they had a lot of the really good creep factor to them. Like, I think they were more doing the horror genre.
Well, did you get any suspense out of this one at all, or creep factor?
The creep factor, not as much, really. Like I said, there were some really good masks, really good effects, and the story kept you guessing, but it didn't really... It never felt
suspenseful
creepy at all.
Not even suspenseful?
No.
No?
Like, it's a good story, and you'll stay invested the whole time. You're certainly interested, you want to know what's going on, but at no point was I really, like, edge of my seat, kinda... It's not one of those. It's not one of those unnerving or anything kind of things.
True, yeah.
This is a horror movie you can let someone who doesn't like horror movies watch.
Yeah, that's very true.
Because it's not, like, terrifying, there's no really scary scenes, it's not even really that graphic.
It's trick or treat, it's a Halloween, it's like, it's a mixture of the fun and the scary together.
Yeah, that's probably, the best representation. It's more like Halloween itself. It's scary and fun at the same time.
Yeah, it's really a movie about the traditions of Halloween and how you shouldn't go against them, because if you do, you're gonna die.
Yeah. So, not really scary, but still very good movie. I definitely recommend it. Definitely watch it again. And yeah, like I said, 8.5.
For me, this one's a 10.
I don't know. The animatronics alone, you could never give it a 10.
Nope, for me, this is the first time I saw this. It was just pure awesome. This has been on my top 10 movie list since I've seen it, and I love it every year. It's my go-to Halloween movie. It's this and Monster House are the two.
Monster House was surprisingly good.
Yeah, this one and the Monster House are the two Halloween movies I got to watch every year. So I love this one. It's nostalgic. It's everything I want it to be. I can forgive a few cheesy animatronics. I really can, because I'd rather have cheesy animatronics than crappy CG.
Agreed wholeheartedly.
So it is a favorite movie of mine. I don't
think I have any horror movies in my top 10, but my favorite one, actually, for the longest time, was always Child's Play. And then when I finally saw Wishmaster, the acting in that is just so amazing that bumped up to number 1 of all horror movies I've seen. That is by far the best, simply because of the acting. The villain in there is just astounding.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to see that. And you said Wishmaster.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you just said Chucky. Why was I thinking you were saying Child's Play?
My Child's Play used to be my favorite until I saw Wishmaster, and then that was...
I was only half listening.
Well,
because you said Child's Play, and then I immediately went into Wishmaster, and I wasn't paying attention to you saying Wishmaster because I was like waiting for you to stop so I could mention Wishmaster. And I totally screwed it up. Well, I'm an idiot.
Good night, Internet. We'll see you next year.
Well, not just...
Wait, apparently not.
This is the end of it. This is the end of our 31-day Halloween horror movie marathon. We're so glad you tuned in. You've joined with us. I know so far I'm pretty much the only one that's been watching every single video.
Damn you, Internet.
But it's been fun for anybody, 20 years into the future when we become super famous and you're still watching this. We thank you for tuning in. Remember, as always, if you like, subscribe. If you subscribe, like it.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in to the Unreliable Show and or Awkward Gamer. Either way, thanks. It's been fun.
You. Tomorrow we start up our Christmas movie review. We talked about it. It's just 31 days of us watching Elf and picking it apart scene by scene every day. Stay tuned for that awesomeness.
We'll have even less viewers.
Or maybe we'll just review Tusk.
One of the two. Whichever.
Either way,
surprise.
Either way, homies. Speaking of which, are we in, bitches? The year of recommendations, and all mine were 8 or above for this guy. Yeah, I win!